Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here today starting 1 versus 1 on Holoty Family. Between these, we got here Luvnest fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland taking on the role here of the 15th Panzergrenadier Division. Versus in the west, we got DevM fighting for America, freedom, and democracy, taking on the role here of the 2nd Armored Division. We got an immediate charge by here for Luvnest. It is a lightning war with double infantry and snipers versus DevM's heavy cavalry armor company and tactical support with double infantry and heavy machine guns. A double rifle start there for DevM. Luvnest with the Grenadier MD42 start, also quick sandbagging here, setting the battlefield up ahead of time in case you know some finding out happening around here. Good foresight there by Luvnest. MD42 crew there hauling the MD42 southwards. Grenadiers following up there for Luvnest as well. Riflemen and sort of Yesons are heading aggressively northwards so far here for DevM, grabbing the northern field point there rather ahead of time here for Luvnest, who's not been quite as fast, but again he's been more focused on setting up the battlefield rather than just sort of making gains, which again as a Wehrmacht, that makes sense. So grabbing the point there, wiring off here as well. You can again see here that Luvnest is being very thorough, taking no chances with his opponent. Pioneers marching ahead, he also spotting ahead, using the Pioneers' increased vision range compared to other German infantry, so they'll scatter ahead while the Grenadiers and MD42 secure the south, then switching the Grenadiers more towards the northern central point. We can see here DevM, on the other hand, is spreading up just aggressively, he's taking as many points as he can all over the place. It could go for heavy cavalry early on to lay down sandbags here and there as well, if he wanted to. On theory, go for armor company to get assault units, I think they can also do it. We'll have to see. So far though, no sign of anything there further from DevM. More Grenadiers for Luvnest and more Riflemen here for DevM. Riflemen heading straight for the house here. Pioneers opening up close, getting some hits on the Rifle. The Rifle actually exposing the backs and next to cover allows the Pioneers to get some extra damage, and there you go. Kills one man and takes the squad almost down to half health here. So not too bad engagement here for Luvnest Pioneers. They've already done quite a bit of damage there to DevM Riflemen here in the south. Actually pushed back by the MD4 in an encounter here. Nice out of there by Luvnest, and meanwhile Grenadiers move straight for the house here as well. So Luvnest is quickly turning the tables a bit here on DevM, going in aggressively versus him. And there you go, Rifleman push back as well by the Grenadiers. We got the Pioneers opening up from the church as well. Rifleman down to 3 men there, and down here Rifleman there fighting out versus the Grenadiers. MD42 could try and flank in aggressively as soon as he's got the point there. He doesn't want to, you know, quite just leave that standing about. So 2 Grenadiers, 3 Grenadiers there for Luvnest. DevM with 3 Riflemen. Is it taking up? Yes, indeed. We got the lieutenant on there for DevM, so it's going to have the 4th rifle squad attend to be the lieutenant here. MD42 can soon then flank the rifleman here. Luvnest keeping up a good pace here versus DevM. Also note he is wide off the entrance to the church. Grenadiers moving up here, catching the reactions there in a bit of bad cover. And they're going toward the rifleman. There you go. In this case, DevM either predicting this or just sending the forces southwards, flank the MD42, and that's probably going to force Luvnest there to retreat the MD42 unless he fancies losing it. And there we go. Quick retreat there, but otherwise he's still, I think, doing plenty of harm there to DevM. Grenadiers now being surrounded by an awful lot of riflemen with minimal support in sight, though. Luvnest is rushing more infantry forwards. Still, the Grenadiers here doing some damage there too. DevM and the 2nd Armored Division holding up to his armies. Got Lieutenant ramming here as well for DevM. Grenadiers grabbing the northern point here. Rations there in a bit of trouble. And back here we got Tech up there for Luvnest and the 15th Panzergrenadier Division, which had been moved away from Italy in preparation for Unternehmen Herbstnebel. For the sort of participation there, little fun fact, but otherwise primarily sort of fought in Italy. Rather than being scorched here by the Pioneers, again the heavy cover increasing the damage of the flamethrower, making them more lethal. Lieutenant moving up close to the Grenadiers there. Grenadiers are low on health, so they might have to be forced to pull back there, otherwise they probably could deal with the Lieutenant from sight, then pursue this position. Again, the low health from the Grenadiers rather makes it less viable. There you go, rushing in the Pioneers as fast as you can there, splitting positions, and there you go, catching the Lieutenant out and suddenly in a bad position. North here, Grenadiers seen with the Rifleman there, not good condition either there. DevM showing taking a lot of damage here from Luvnest, and we got an M20 on the one hand for DevM that might throw off Luvnest a bit here, who hasn't quite got a leg to make a nice company up, and lastly is a bit lacking in counters to any M20 utility cars. He's got no telemines down or anything like that. Going for the CoH2 one there against DevM. Luvnest continues to assert himself aggressively on the battlefield as he takes on some armies. Oi, cavalry swinging that flamethrower. I don't want to get burned up. Not like Ludwig. Not like Ludwig. And there we go, we got the M20 out here for DevM, quickly adding the armoured skirts on it to hunt down those krauts to engage them. And there we go, MD42 falling back there with the M20 hot in pursuit. Going there for the cop on the rifle, they're pretty low in health, so I mean, if they get spotted here by Luvnest, he could focus them down and deal with them. Interesting to note that Luvnest has access to G43s from his doctrine for some time, but he's yet to go for them. So I wonder if that's intentional, there's something else going on with the Luvnest. Either way, MD42, they're opposite being wiped here by DevM actually. There's a small likelihood of being wiped if we got the M20 they can pursue. We got a 2-2 on the way for Luvnest now, but we'll have to see if that lasts long enough. Almost got the MD42, the Pioneers getting into the house here. The 50 cal there just tearing into the machine gunners. Almost got a wipe there, but there's afraid it's going to be too close to Luvnest space for him to actually be able to recover. But even then, it's going to force Luvnest to have to recruit with something else, which of course means an infantry unit will be out of the fight for some time. And of course there'll be some manpower expended on that. So overall, still not bad there for DevM. He might not have grabbed it, but at least it's still going to slow down Luvnest's aggression for a brief while. Grenadiers moving up, then we finally got some G for the feast on the way for Luvnest infantry. Up north, though, he is aggressively harassing DevM here and just taking his way as much territory as he can, laying down sandbags as well. But you can see here that DevM is hard at work returning the favour to Luvnest. In this case, it doesn't really matter much since he still has control of this point and this, so it basically still ends up being connected. So, a bit of a wasted effort to an extent there for DevM, who's meanwhile quickly falling back. M20 up north, they're taking heavy damage there from the Panzerfaust from Luvnest Grenadiers. So this is looking pretty grim for DevM, pretty grim. Luvnest is very much in a strong, dominating position here versus DevM. Strong, dominating position. Rifle pushing forward, almost got Lieutenant there with a 2-2. It's auto cannon and cracks machine gun there, proving to be quite the formidable foe there with DevM's infantry. That key healing enforcement going on there for DevM. What will he go for next? An attempt here to counter Luvnest's supreme German domination. We've got a bunker up here for Luvnest. He could take up here as well now, while he might as well, try and push ahead an edge there. In the south here, Reasons, they're fighting out pretty badly with the Grenadiers, but there you go, Riflemen to the rescue. And meanwhile, the Reasons there are desperately trying to go. One's trying to desperately get away, but he's pretty much dead already. Healing enforcement ready. 2-2 continues to be quite a nuisance there for DevM. A thorn in his side. Full-wheeled thorn with an auto cannon and a grudge. Southern points being secured. 3 Grenadiers, 2 Pioneers, 1 M42 there for Luvnest. They've got Grenadiers fighting with Rifle again in good position there. They really make things difficult for DevM, who's moving his lieutenant up north, grabbing the few points back. M20 hanging about here. Mines up there, by the way, good spot there for DevM. Can sort of bait the 2 into that. That would certainly help out DevM, I think, versus Luvnest. Or just get down as many as you can here and then just hope to catch some of Luvnest's armour with it. Still no take up there for Luvnest. And there you go, Panzerfaust and the M20, bit of problem. We got the 2-2 moving and rifle moving up as well. We got anti-tank rifle grenades still ready for them. Cantron, there we go, push the 2-2 away from the M20. And oh dear, never mind. House got in the way. Grenadiers almost wiped there. Lieutenant moving from the north here to quick switch to deal with them. Doing some nice damage there. Close to medium range and closing in on Vetchi 2 here. And we got the MD42 coming here for the church as well. Luvnest continues to maintain dominance here with the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division, and we got a 50 cal on the way there for DevM. Some heavier firepower there to help versus all the infantry, but of course also DevM's light vehicles, or Luvnest's light vehicles. Luvnest, meanwhile, going for Panzer Grenadiers, still hasn't continued taking up there at all, but certainly only sort of working through strengthening his hand here. Mine spotted, and it's going to be knocked out there by Luvnest. Bit of a shame there for DevM. That is 50, well, actually 60 munitions, I believe, gone. Yep, 60 munitions. It's the German mines that cost 50, but then again, none of the German mines can either do as much damage or immobilize as the M29, so makes a bit of sense there. In the south here, Reasons and Rifle moving in, they can really take up position there behind an old tractor. Sandbag going down there around the munitions point in the south, good work, and there go Reasons and Rifle engaging Grenadiers up close. You'll have to retreat there, no chance of survival, even with the G for the freeze almost done. And we got the M20 blitzing down here as well. Quick strike there from DevM, but there we go, we got the 2-2, I think, trying to rush down there as well to counter the M20. More fighting around the northern fuel point. Again, Luvnest strikes mercilessly. Points are down to 300. Like a Teutonic storm. He disrupts all what DevM holds dear, his fuel. Big push there from Rifle Lieutenant. We got the M20 flying around in the center. M42 there. Very low on health there. Very low on health. Quick one grenade there. Nice throw there. Oh! Oh! Almost got an entire wipe there. Talk about close. Talk about close. Panzer was there getting mixed. One getting moving up his Rifle Lieutenant out in the open there. Panzer they might want to get a bit of cover in there, but still we got the 2 moving as well here. And there you go. Full retreat there almost from DevM. Still pretty hefty engagement there. And there you go. It does turn into a full rout there for DevM. Up north, your rifle there being pushed back by rifle grenades from Luvnest. Luvnest taking up there. Good, good. As for DevM, nothing further there really at the moment. Going for another 50 cover. The first one covering the center of the map here. M20 moving northwards. 10 kills for America. And there you go. A lot of troop reinforcing healing there for DevM. There got M2 moving up there to clear out the Grenadiers. Risking the Panzerfaust in this case. Ultimately done Propaganda. There you go. Getting punished here by Luvnest 222. Few bazooka hits up here, but he's primarily content, I think, with just knocking out the M20. Willing to risk the 2-2 for that in this case. The vehicle will not be able to, I think, get the 2-2, needs to retreat. Close, but no cigar. Too many Germans about there otherwise. Too many Germans. Losing the southern territory as well. Again, just a really rough start here for DevM. Luvnest is just very much in control. He just needs to get out some armor fast. And I think he could seal the deal here versus DevM and the 2nd Armoured. DevM, by the way, has yet to choose a doctrine. Quick engagement there, Grenadiers versus advancing Rifle Lieutenant. 50 coming up support here. Could give Luvnest troops there a bit of a headache. Up north, Grenadiers pushed back there by another rifle squad, and there we go. Grenadiers on the run across the northern half. 2-2 being fixed up. They're close to the front line here. Hard at work there fixing it up. And the south gun is engaging rifle and rear echelons. A few grenades here I think could be helpful for DevM. But so far, no sign of any research there for DevM towards just improving some of his closer quarter capabilities there versus the Germans. Noticing when they can, there's a lot of units in light cover. Veteran Infinite Force with full feet, they stand in a very strong position, and ultimately DevM is forced to break off the assault there lest he fancies egregious casualties. Attack up there being done by Luvnest. Finally, he could rush out Nossman here versus DevM. I think that would be quite potent, but more likely he's going to go for the Panzer IV. Not as potent versus infantry, obviously, but of course can help versus more armor. But at the same time, it's not like DevM's been having a lot of fuel for a very long time. So I mean, the Austrian, I think, is a pretty safe choice here for Luvnest versus DevM. Will certainly be able to more effectively just tear apart the infantry and properly utilised. Rifle versus Pioneers up north, 2-2 moving in there to quick respond. 9 kills for the fatherland. And there we go, the lieutenant there taking withering fire from the 222. 50 cal there covering the area around it. Panzer there being scurried off. And the centre there, more fighting going on. 200 points left while Luvnest is at 500. Looking pretty rough here. Vehicle needs to get away. And we got the Panzer IV there for Luvnest. Going to be being replaced by the 50 caliber machine gun. Being pushed off the north. No further take up for the DevM. In fact, we got here Armoured Company chosen. Just going to call in some tanks for some in this case because, well, DevM so far behind, he doesn't really lose anything out on it. In this case, he's got no real lead, so he might as well sort of just stick to what he can get, and that's probably going to be the tank choice here versus Luvnest. The interesting part, of course, is going to be to see how Luvnest then reacts to this. He'll definitely need some Stooks, I think, to have a sort of better chance of trading more equally with the M10 tank destroyers. And there we go, we got the Panzer IV out here for Luvnest for the 15th Panzer Division, supplied here by the 9th Panzer Division for the 15th Panzer Grenadiers. This is they're creating about up north there, points being secured here by Pioneers. Reactions out in the open under fire here from the MD42. And right from there, counter-attacking the Pioneers in the south, more points being secured. Panzer IV moving in. 50 cover there. Not really able to do much. DevM is still some time off on calling in the M10 tank destroyer. He's roughly half a command point away. So he doesn't actually have a lot here to stop the Panzer IV with at the moment. Which is only a bit bad news there for DevM. Though it could be worse. it could have been an Ostwind. Of course, for Luvnest, he's not going to be punished much there for going for the Panzerhaubes because DevM is planning tank destroyers. And of course, that could very likely have been one of the primary reasons he did go for the Panzerhaubes here. He did know his opponent, of course, had armor company there, and he was in the lead. A Panzerhaubes would make more sense since he could still help versus the infantry, but it's going to be so defenseless versus the M10 compared to the Ostwind. So, in that regard, Luvnest here probably made the best decision ultimately. Though he is going to need a Stug to support it versus the M10s. He will need a Stug. Still, Luvnest maintains the map superiority versus DevM, who is still struggling. Victory points wise, he is falling quite far behind Luvnest here. Communicating with the lieutenant up close. Quite a bit of damage there with the archery cannon, the traction machine gun. And gains 20 feet, but there we go. We got the first tank start here for DevM, the Wolverine. Up north, going is being suppressed by the 5th Cavalry there. Vehicle crew moving in. M10 hitting southward, support there, but the 2-2's also making its way away. We got Telemines here though from Luvnest. We got Telemines down. North Gunners, it could sneak ahead. Oh dear, oh dear. He's going to catch it here. There we go, good hit from the Panzerhaubes there. Trying to crash the Panzerhaubes, he finds that it's less effective after it's been nerfed. And there we go, another hit from the Panzerhaubes. Some really good attack round there from Luvnest, hitting through the hedgerows and taking out several hits there on the M10. Good work there, good work there. Panzerhaubes going to continue the pursuit here. Rifleman going to try and get away there and hit with an anti-tank rifleman. And there we go, Luvnest breaks off. Knowing if he loses mobility, it's going to be a much easier target for the M10 and breaks off the armored assault instead. Rifleman moving ahead here, Panzerhaubes turns its chair to deal with it. MB42 the suppressing as well. And the M10 is immediately being sent under repair, so I imagine he'll go for another M10 as soon as he can. That way, go for 2 tank destroyers versus Luvnest. And he should definitely go for Stug here versus DevM. He's going to need some Sturmgeschütz. So, of course, that's going to be a lot more effective in fighting the M10 tank destroyers than the Panzer IV will be. We can see DevM's being a bit more gains here versus Luvnest. Now the M10, I think, has shocked Luvnest just a bit there. And there we go. Second tank destroyer there running for DevM to support the second armoured, rather than under fire from the Panzer IV. Got the M10 moving in. There you go. Shot fired. And we got the pack forward there firing at the M10 tank destroyer. Down to less than half health. Up north, their victory point being guarded by Grenadiers. Central one secured here by DevM's riflemen, though they are quickly forced to abandon the field in the face of Luvnest's aggression. Back here, we got nothing further going on for him. No Panzer IV more, so even a Stug, which again I think versus 2 M10s would be pretty good. Pretty good. Got 1 M10 blitzing northwards. Pursuing the Grenadiers. Again, the American doctrine prescribed that tank destroyers should only be used defensively to sort of try and ambush and sort of destroy German tanks when they were attacking the Americans. The reality, I think, was a bit more mixed, particularly because they were likely going to use it a bit more offensively as well, but more importantly, as an indicator that they actually didn't use them as they're supposed to, because before the whole thing, with the Battle of the Bulge, the Americans actually sort of more or less took away about half of all the tank destroyer battalions and replaced them with anti-tank guns, because they were being rather annoyed with the fact that most of the tank destroyer anti-tank commanders were using their anti-tank or tank destroyer battalions sort of more like tanks, which they weren't supposed to. So they're basically just, again, just replaced them with anti-tank guns so they could learn the lesson, I guess, which of course they got punished for during the Battle of the Bulge. So a little fun fact again. They're supposed to be used in one very specific way, but on the actual field, it was less so. Got a big push here versus Luvnest. We're still not going for more armor, and that could actually be a bit of a problem here for Luvnest. We've got the M10s going in there, Panzer they're covering up, Pack 40 as well. Low on health, going straight for the Panzer IV. Misses though, misses. So that's going to be 2 M10s versus 1 Panzer IV. Second one misses as well. Panzer they're being pushed back by riflemen. M10, Pack 40 almost knocked out. So one of the M10s there. Almost got the Panzer IV, almost got it. Riflemen they're getting the Pack 40 here. Hit their Panzer IV, goes off. M10 down, but there you go. The other M10 gets the Panzer IV. Bit of a loss there for Luvnest, who seems to be playing for the Tiger. That's definitely a mistake here. I think that is a definite mistake. But there we go, we got tactical movement there. Luvnest men rushing forwards. I think trying to just knock it out using sheer Panzerfaust might maybe clear out the Pack 4 and then steal that and turn that against DevM's tank destroyer there. But he's clearly aiming for the Tiger, and that's, I think, a mistake. And is allowing DevM more room to just deal with what little armor than Luvnest has from the field, plus the rest of his forces afterwards. So it's kind of actually helping DevM here that he's going for the Tiger, and that's the problem. So he just goes straight for a Tiger, and your opponent actually has more resources out in the field than you do in the meanwhile. It just gives them more time to actually beat you off the field, so that when you finally get your big tank, it's going to have much less of an impact than it otherwise could have. So right here, that could be a bit of a strategic blunder there by Luvnest. We'll have to see how it works out. Almost got the M10 there with a Pack 40. Up north, their vehicle could be pushed back by Grenadiers. Artillery they're raining down here. Tried to knock out the Pack 40 there before Luvnest ran off with it, but pretty slow artillery there. Pretty slow. So what will DevM go for next? A bulldozer Sherman. Tag up for regular Shermans. I mean, he's got a few options here versus Luvnest. North, we got the Ace 2-2 moving in there. Veteran fleet. 16 kills. And the south here, Rifle trying to get in before two bomber. Got grenades up for DevM's men. That is a nice choice. That is a nice choice. Hitting the fuel pumps well there. I mean, we can see now the map's sort of more split in favour of DevM, as it all seems to be staging a combat here versus Luvnest again. More or less, I think, fueled by, again, the Tiger tank. Again, he's just having to put so many resources on hold to get the Tiger. It just allows DevM to push ahead with fewer resources, because again Luvnest is just holding so many more resources about doing nothing. So it equalises the situation, and to an extent I think it gives DevM a slight advantage. So you have to be very careful about just playing straight for a Tiger. You have to consider sort of the battlefield and sort of what happens, you know, if things go slightly wrong. I mean, in this case again, you end up sort of being stuck in the mud and giving your opponent a bit of a chance of getting back. And then the cop one there with the lieutenant as well. Grenade goes off. That wipes the Grenadier squad. Quite a lot of Luvnest. A full Grenadier squad with G43s. Panzer goes in the next time. There are more grenades here from DevM. Not Luvnest, but DevM. He's certainly quite flexibly flexing those grenades there versus Luvnest. They're certainly having an impact as well there. And there we go. The Luvnest is able to call in a Tiger here. Tiger, gefechtsbereit. Send support here. The 15th Panzer Grenadier Division as the assault is bogging down. We got Bulldozer Sherman out here for DevM. Interesting choice. Apparently was not expecting the Tiger. Seems like an odd thing. But there you go. Direct hit from the Tiger tank on the M10. Straight in front of the Pack 40 as well. Quick risk losing the M10 here to... Oh dear, he got lost the main gun, but the M10 is still operable. Talk about luck there for DevM. Talk about luck. Of course, they're still in the matter of a Tiger tank. Still the matter of a Tiger tank. Up north, forces being pushed back. Rifleman 50 cal and Bulldozer showing them moving in. Grab the southern fuel point. And we got the 50 cal then engaged by the Tiger tank. Almost got a wipe there, but not quite. Still, Luvnest is very much in the back foot again. That Tiger, while having a bit of an impact now again, has just caused him to lose so much terrain because he wasn't able to properly support the front line, and because he then left his single Panzer IV to dry against two tank destroyers, which obviously was not a very favourable engagement there for Luvnest Panzer IV. Had he gone for Stuke first, I think things would have looked notably different. Quick rough grenade there against the rifle. Nope, that's not a rough grenade, it's the smoke screen grenade there. I mean, they both, by the way, make the same sound as they're fired, sort of slightly pipey noise. Fire there against the rifle from the Tiger. It's 88mm guns sounding off with a roar. The Suga fire there fails to penetrate the 100mm thick armour. And the Bulldozer I'm not threatening here. Luvnest base, who definitely needs to go for a Tiger, but again he's not actually lacking very much in fuel versus DevM. We got funding in the south, grenades going off there against Luvnest men. The crew have been pushed back by the Tiger, plus some assisting rear echelons. M10 striking southwards. Ooh, flamethrower there dropped by some of Luvnest's previous pioneers. And the M10 just smashes through the sandbags. He's got no real line to tank. We got some teller mines, and that's about it really there for Luvnest in the south. He's going to have to send the Tiger down there. He still has some time off from getting a Stuke here versus DevM. We're certainly looking a lot stronger now versus Luvnest than he did previously, though he is still only at 66 points. So, I mean, You've got to still be careful. If one mistake and Luvnest could quickly, you know, get control of the map again and just bleed DevM out of the remaining victory points. So DevM does have to be a bit careful about this, but at the same time it shouldn't just be floating up about a ton of resources there. Then it is versus Lieutenant hitting some damage. Then the south here, rapidly engaged by the Tiger tank, 4 kills. Almost got a wipe there, but not quite. More Grenadiers here by for Luvnest, not saying Panzer Grenadiers. More Grenadiers, there we go, another M10 here for DevM. And the Tiger tank versus 2 M10s would actually be a bit more trouble there for Luvnest than might be expecting. In particular, DevM also uses HVAC rounds for his M10s. DevM actually ignoring the Tiger to an extent, attacking elsewhere. Very good move there, attacking the base, attacking the CoH point. Using a single M10 to bait and occupy the Tiger. Well, and then it hits the more vital points, knocking out a lot more units there for DevM. Also smoking the MD42. A really, I think, nicely executed assault there by DevM. I mean, it's basically a two-pronged attack. Again, there's the attack on the base doing damage there. Then there's the attack on the CoH point, doing more damage. Then, of course, there was the baiting element. They're using an M10 to just occupy the Tiger, preventing Luvnest from just sending back. Of course, if he tries to step back there, he's going to risk A, the Tiger just doing a 180-degree turn, exposing the rear to the M10, allowing the M10 to do more damage. Oh, it's going to be rather awkward there. So that is a very nice move there by DevM. Very nice move there. Really just hurting Luvnest, who is now ages away from the stew again because he now just has enough fuel. Rather than getting blasted by the Tiger tank. Closing in bits in front of the boulders of Sherman. Tiger just slowly getting moving there for Luvnest. And we can see this DevM striking at Luvnest base again and again. Just looking to at him. Lost the boulders of Sherman. But Luvnest is still in a lot of trouble there. He is still in a lot of trouble. Shooting there. Tiger there with 10 kills. Oh dear, lost the pack 40. That's a win there for DevM as well, besides the tank destroyers. Now it's down to tank gun with a pretty good chance of penetrating the Tiger tank's armor. Oh dear, I'm exposed there. The tank rifle grenade goes off. Oh, scheiße. Shot fired and missed. Now them 10 moving in, one on the might risk hitting the Teller mine. Oh, they both narrowly avoided for now, but they've almost got the Tiger tank here. Veterans, you won. Right next to the Teller mine, and there you go. The Tiger tank goes down. A massive loss there for Luvnest. He's got no anti-tank except the Panzerschrecks now. He did get one of the M10s, but DevM is just now in such a strong position versus Luvnest. Such a strong position. Luvnest losing a lot of equipment in the process. But yeah, losing that Tiger, quite a harsh loss. Quite a harsh loss.
A capture point is under attack.
Now also have to deal, of course, with a lot of infantry. Plus, of course, the 50 caliber machine guns. Some regular panzers I think would have helped up Luvnest quite a bit. Quick rifle net in the 50 caliber in the south. Good work. Ooh, could get a wipe and steal it away from DevM in the centre. They got to push it, but that's quickly brutally halted here by DevM, smoking out the MD4 to at least attempt to with the rifleman. Not actually does succeed. 50 cover there. Wipe Pioneer's going to grab it up north there, pushed back here, or at least halted by a 50 cover machine gun there covering the northern victory point. Good work. The MD4 being hunted down by a tidal wave of Americans. Smokes in there on the machine gun in the south alongside the Grenadiers. He could go for the Stu now, but more likely could end up going for the Ostman. Problem is the Ostman's going to be really weak versus the M10. Of course, the Stu won't be great versus the infantry, but it'll certainly be better versus the M10. Of course, another option would be he's playing for the Panzer. Well, the problem is, again, that's also going to give his opponent more time to just bring up, you know, another M10 or more tanks, in which case, again, this Panzer IV is going to be rather outmaneuvered. And here, Grenadiers flanking the 50 cover there, using the Shet to engage. Gonna have to rifle grenade pretty quickly. There we go, sent back the 50 cover there, but losing the southern point again here. 50 cover there, wiped by the lieutenant flanking in there. They're in very much control here versus Luvnest. And there we go, Luvnest forced to go for the Ostman again. This is not good. More grenadiers there for Luvnest. He's going to need a pack 4 as well to support the Ostman. Otherwise, the M10 is just going to absolutely brutalize it, shatter it, crush it, annihilate it. And there you go. Another bulldozer Sherman here for DevM. Oh dear. Up north, going into trouble. M10, they're trying to crush it. Gets the point. Gets the point. Almost got the Ostman. Almost. And there you go, bulldozer moving ahead. The Ostman's not going to help versus that either. But at least he's going for a pack 40. So there you go. Flak pans out there for Luvnest. And the 15th Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer moving in to engage the bulldozer Sherman. Also, they're pushing back the lieutenant, getting some good hits there. As they're fighting versus the bulldozer Sherman up close, doing some damage as well, but need to get more support up there and hope he doesn't get wiped by the bulldozer Sherman. Kind of lucky there. Where's the Osman? Needs to get it up there to support. Telemine there still not really doing anything for Luvnest. Catching the pack 40 there, flanking on his wing as well. 50 cal under fire. But there you go, M10 flanking, Panzer rushing for the shots, but more sort of coverage around there. Almost got the Austrian M10 pursues, need to panzer fast it, need to panzer fast, there we go, but we'll be able to help. There we go, almost got it, panzer fast doesn't go off, they got pinned down by the 50 caliber machine gun, the Austrian's almost knocked out. 217 points left here for Luvnest versus DevM's 66. Reinforcing. Osman's going to need some serious repairs there. Not looking good. And DevM's just got, you know, a more stable force here than Luvnest. Plus, of course, just more stable map control here. We got Lightning War again. Oh, not Lightning War, but Tactical Movement. No Son of Leaf Infantry there for Luvnest. We could have helped him some, you know, fill up some of those gaps perhaps, but too late for that. Now, MD42 covering here. The Panzer there taking a lot of fire though. And there you go, Smokescreen versus the MD42. Good work there by DevM. He's been making really good use of the grenades and certainly highlighting, you know, why the grenade upgrade is pretty good. Not just because of smoke, but because Mark II frag grenades are also pretty damn good. There you go, grenades going against the grenadiers and the church. Oh, nice bait there! Almost got them, almost got them. Very nice bait there, the others by DevM. Got the Austin back here, heavily damaged. Pack 4 they're being recruited. 166 versus DevM 66. Heading for the center victory point. Troops are hitting, enforcing, moving about. And another smoke screen, and we can see the DevM's riflemen charging the center victory point. 50 cal they're holding back the MD42. We got the M10 moving in there. Could go for the Osman, probably will. You can even use flanking speed. Doesn't need it though. And there you go. Luvnest Osman goes up in flames. Bulldozer striking center and gets an excellent hit. They almost wiped out an entire grenadier squad with a single hit from the 105mm with a howitzer. Dropping the cough pot. Oh, hits the mine there in the center, finally goes off, and with that, Luvnest surrenders. GG game of their Luvnest starting up their grips, really just dominating DevM, but again, that Tiger tank really just completely robbed him of any tempo, momentum, and initiative, allowing DevM to just very aggressively getting back onto the field, and DevM did not miss a beat there, quickly and successfully just pushing back Luvnest in a series of attacks, gaining control of the map, and just really punishing Luvnest for trying to go for that Tiger when he clearly should not have gone for it. He should at least try a Stuk or two before then aiming for the Tiger. In that sense, just again, be very careful about when you choose to sort of try and go for a Tiger tank or any sort of piece of heavy armor. If your opponent knows what to do, he'll sense the weakness and just rush in with as much medium armor as he can, and that way just outmaneuver and crush. And that's basically what happened here. So, I mean, very well played there by DevM. I mean, well played by Luvnest, but that one critical mistake that really just turned the game around 180 degrees and just gave DevM the initiative. And when DevM gains the initiative, he's not going to let up. He's like, you know, a really vicious dog that's first bitten you. It's not going to give up. So, I mean, well played by DevM. And, well, I hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye.